Alright, when you get here, give me a thumbs up. I tried to go live on my laptop, scheduled a live stream with you guys because the eclipse is underway right now. From live from Hawaii. It is right at 2 a.m. I don't know why I'm so nervous right now. It's really weird, but dogs started barking, and like this eerie darkness started to creep in. I'm inside right now, but you can see it. And I'm sorry my computer crashed on me. It will not let me live stream from my laptop. So I have to, I'm live. Darla's asleep. So the eclipse is underway. And all I can do is show you my screen. Of the moon. I'll share that with you. This is what I see. I can go outside and probably give you, let's see what it looks like for you guys outside. I'm not sure the quality of this iPad. Okay. No way. You guys are never gonna be able to. Anyway. So the quality of the iPad is so poor you can't even see me. I don't know if you can hear it, but all the dogs are barking. It's really eerie. So what is rare about this, guys? Listen to this. It is a super blood blue moon. Let me say that again. A super blood blue moon. You're with me live from Hawaii. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, there it is. I got it now. It's getting blown out. So stop with the autofocus. You can see. Shalom, Harmony. Shalom, Chris. Laura. Scott. I'll call you today, brother. I saw your message. There is the moon live from Hawaii. I'm sorry about it focusing. I'm on an iPad, guys. I was gonna broadcast from my laptop. It crashed on me. I'm having to whisper because Kelly is, excuse me. It is very eerie looking. I'm telling you, man, it's kind of weird. It was very bright out here. I'm hearing all kinds of chickens and dogs. You hear that? Hear the dogs? They're barking at it too. I don't know what your perspective is on the mainland. See, it is probably 2% of the moon is covered. 2% of the moon. Alright, I lost you guys. comments here for a second. I'm having a look. I'm looking straight up in the sky, and hold this up, which is incredibly difficult, and trying to. Oh, that's awkward. I apologize for the quality. The camera's on autofocus. So anyway, why is this significant? Let me just take this down for a while. Why is this significant? Is that my dog? Sir, come here. Come here. Okay. My dog escaped. I gotta get her back in the house. Okay, so the president just done his speech. The president just did his speech, and then we have this super moon, super blood blue. Crazy. What does it mean? Any ideas? Give me some feedback. Thumbs up if you would, guys. I know the quality's maybe not worth it, but it'll get it a little bit of exposure. Man, that's really hard to. Can you guys even hear me? All right, there it is. I see your chat now. The sun is rising in New Jersey. Okay. That is the moon with about 5% of it or so, 4% maybe covered straight up in the sky from Hawaii. I wish it would stop doing that. The autofocus. This is just a while. This is crazy. Okay. Oh, sorry. I gotta go back inside. Thanks for joining me. What time is it where you are? All right, so let's hear what's going on together.
For yourself, if you just go outside and you've got clear skies, but for folks like me in Europe and everyone actually at SLU HQ in Connecticut, on the east coast of the USA, you can see from this map the moon won't be visible, so we don't get to see this from our
Oh my gosh, so you guys didn't get to see it, so it's 7:06 a.m. So that's incredible. So how's that? Hawaii happens to be in the most, one of the best places to see it. It is literally straight up in the sky. So I had to turn my head just like this, which is incredibly. It's a lot of stress on the back of the neck. Looking straight up.
So that's how kind of lively we've got lined up.
Gotta hear him out. Hold on just a second.
Experts and guests to teach us
The people asleep here.
Everything there is to know about lunar eclipses and the moon. First up, we've got SLU storyteller Helen Avery, and she's going to be telling us
thanks for joining me, guys. Live from Hawaii, the Big Island, where it seems to be a big deal here. Over at the observatory,
and then we've got renowned astronomy author.
There's astronomers
been with SLU actually since our launch in 2003.
watching the eclipse. which is
mechanics of a lunar
kind
eclipse.
of rare.
The
It is a
timing, how
super
often they occur,
blue
just about
blood
everything else
moon.
you'd like to know about lunar eclipses.
The
The
night
Colonel's
after
going to come back on, and
our president
she's going to be
gives the
announcing
State
the
of the
winner
Union.
of Slew's Venom
Hmm,
Prize for Eclipse
that's
Writing,
interesting.
which is pretty exciting.
For those
It's
that you
been
are
running
paying
for quite a few
attention,
months now. And don't forget, by the way, you can read all of the finalists.
I apologize for the quality again.
So another reason to go into that as well. We have a third
My
person
laptop
as well. We've
could
got
not handle.
pages to be
I was
explaining
trying to show you
why the
this,
spaces,
of course.
which is intrinsically caught up in an actual lunar eclipse. So that's going to explain quite a lot to us as well. Then
Have a good day,
we want
Karen.
the moment of greatest eclipse, and that's going to be at 8:30 Eastern. That's in an hour and a half's time. I'll be asking Paige to
So
tell
it's
us
going to go
about
on
some
for a
very
while.
exciting news for Sloop about a new education program that we've just secured.
Darla has her alarm
And
set
then
up
we've got astronomer Bob
for
Berman. He's going to be coming back to tell us
a
about
few minutes
blue
from now, which is
moons
probably
and including
more along
seasonal
the
dates.
total eclipse. Because we get to see a total from here. That's going to be pretty interesting.
That's why he knows all that kind of stuff. And then we got Paige coming back, and she's going to return to teach us
Who's with me still?
about our nearest celestial neighbor. That big silver ball is on our screens at the moment, and that big silver ball is not going to be staying silver for long.
All right, let's see how
I
you
love
do.
solar eclipses, but you've got to be in exactly the right
All
place
right.
for those. But you can take
Chris is still there.
the entirety of the
How you been doing, Chris?
and when that shadow reaches the other side of the moon, that's when we're going to start. And don't worry, we'll alert you to
Making
this
some
all
coffee.
the
I
time.
may make some too.
In fact, you can see
It's a good
it
idea.
on our screen in about 43 minutes time. When that shadow has totally passed, crossed over the entire face of the
State of the
moon,
Union.
that's
So
when we
again,
start
State of the Union,
the moon changing colour.
and then
And we never know from one
a lunar eclipse,
to another just what colour it's going to change to.
blood
So
moon,
we're going to keep our eyes
and
firmly
it's a
peeled.
super blue moon.
Then, what else have we got?
First
We're
off,
gonna round out our host
who is the moon
of this
in
podcast
reference
at
to?
9:15 a.m.
Speaking
That's in
as
2
in
hours and 15 minutes. So we're gonna
the
be
message
covering
is for.
the entirety
Generally, that has to do with
that
Israel.
big bump and their feet are going to continue until the very last sliver of the
i.e.
exit
Ephraim. If I'm not talking about necessarily the state of Israel, however, it could very well be not exclusive to, let's just say. I saw a few shooting stars or meteors, whatever you want to call them, earlier. I don't know what that was all about. Has anybody seen the artificial star that's been put into orbit? Has anybody seen anything about that? Sorry you've been sick, Chris. I just saw your message there. Praying for you, brother. Audio is poor? Are you kidding me? Maybe I need to get a microphone. Yeah. See, it was kind of, it wasn't planned. Guys, I was going to try to do a broadcast on my laptop with, what is going on? But it crashed. Alright, I reduced the background noise, so maybe that's better. For the person who was making a comment about it. Shalom to my friend, shalom. Yeah, an artificial star. It has a satellite, but it is geodesic. Hold on a second. Here we go. It's a geodesic shape, like a sphere, but has made out of triangles. But it reflects the light. Honeycomb. There you go. Honeycomb shape. And it was put into orbit, and it's highly reflective, so you can see it from Earth when it passes. Sorry about these. I'm holding this iPad. All right, we were gonna make coffee, right? So Darla would kill me. Here, she's telling them. Her and my daughter. So shh, be quiet. Okay. All right. So wow, incredible. What do you got? Give me some feedback. What do you think this means? This is, I don't know how far ahead these State of Unions are. But did anybody know it beforehand? Let me give you guys some light. Sorry about that. So what does it mean? State of the Union, eclipse of the moon, blood moon, and a particular red one. I think the cycle is 150 years. Confirms a generation. Very good. I think you are right about that. Confirms a generation. Wow. So, and this is not. Listen. There's more to come. There's more to come. This is not only the only. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read your. The sword has come to Israel. Well, that you're right about that. But who is Israel? Again, we get back to this this question, this identity crisis that is going on, because we're not just talking about the geographical location called the land of Israel. There is the diaspora we have to deal with. So, yeah. So very interesting. We have what you guys think of his speech? I didn't get to see it all the way through. I've been quite busy. A lot of things we're doing. What do you guys think of the speech? Give me some feedback. You saw it? And then here we go with the eclipse that's coming up here. What's it all about? Man comes first, America comes first. America's restored again. Yeah. You know, Cyrus was a really good orator. History records. He was able to rally his people, his troops. You know, Cyrus the Great. There's a connection between Cyrus and Trump. Not only that, but a connection with parallels, at least, to Trump and JFK. But anyway, he's got a lot of banter, you know, even with his tweets about war. Man, I got that really too hot. Why didn't you tell me my water was going too long? I'm trying to form a thought here, and what time is it? 2:19 a.m. What time is it? Live streaming. Well, tired, exhausted. We had a busy day yesterday, which I had a class. I also had a broadcast with Jake Grant from WCTV, which was really awesome. I want to thank Jake and John and all of those over at WCTV for having me on. It's awesome to be able to have fellowship with others that are keeping Torah, that are observing the feast, who are walking in the name. That's a big thing too. Anyway, it's just good to have brothers and sisters that are awake. Hallelujah. Welcome. If you're just joining, thank you guys for having patience with me while I make some coffee. I don't know what time it is where you are in the world, but it's coffee time in this part. He did. Are you kidding me? He mentioned naming Jerusalem. Are you serious, or are you just putting me on? He names or mentions that Jerusalem is the capital. Lunar eclipses are for Israel. And here we have Cyrus declares. So the story of Cyrus is restoration, if you didn't know, of Israel back to the land. This is with Ezra and Nehemiah. They are the ones that went back. That's awesome. Okay, I know, so the audio is bad, and I have to whisper because the whole family is still asleep. It is very early in the morning. Welcome to my brother's Neptune Diaries here, JD. I'm actually streaming for everyone. Let me catch up and see what's happening. All right, so it's at about halfway, guys. It's at about halfway. We were just talking. If you just got up with us, good morning, wherever you are. Shalom, coffee with Code Searcher in the morning. Shalom, Tanya. Welcome. It's very early. There's an eclipse underway. I was aware of this for a couple of months, but it kind of crept up on me the past couple of days because it's been very busy. If you are following the channel or are part of the group on Facebook, you know Darla just went home and got our dogs. What dogs you may wonder? Well, our great Pyrenees, who is here on the floor. There's Sora. She's recuperating from a very long flight, okay? So we've been really busy, and I forgot completely all about this eclipse until today. So that's how we got to here. And I know I look a mess. I look... this camera's not doing anything justice. I'm not neurotic, folks. I'm just trying to wake up. Darla's alarm should be going off at any minute here. Now, let's see if she gets up. If you're just joining me, there is an eclipse going on, and we'll go back outside and see how it is. There's an eclipse going on. Oh. Oh, wow. And it is turned. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. This is pretty rare. It is a blood moon, a super blue moon, and the day after day after the president's speech. I'm doing the best I can to try to zoom that in for you and hold it. I'm working with this iPad and awful, awful. Sorry. It's really eerie. It's really eerie. What's crazy was it was very quiet earlier before this started. And then all these dogs started barking. You can hear them barking all over the place. Can you guys hear them in the background there? You can't hear me. Am I muted? Sorry. Can you hear those dogs? Yeah, they're barking all over the place since this started. Again, if you're just joining us, we are underway in a lunar eclipse on the big island of Hawaii. It is also a blood moon tonight. Apologize for the quality of film or footage. Wow. This is a sign to Israel. That autofocus is horrible. Yeah, Mila Hagoyim is the time of the Gentiles, guys. Again, it's identity crisis. I wish there was help. I wish there was help too, because I see that as the biggest one of the biggest problems we got in the body is the identity crisis. The fullness of the Gentiles. Do you understand what this is? Like a glass that is full of some kind of fluid to overflowing. This is the Mila Hagoyim. The fullness of the Gentiles is overflowing. This is the harvest time. This is the time we're in. It's incredible. All these signs, all these things we're seeing. Apologize for having to hold down the voice again. Everybody's asleep. Darla. Darla.
What's wrong?
Are you gonna see the eclipse? You wanna say hello to everyone while we're live? This is really awful. Waking your wife up while you're live streaming and she's a ditzy. Listen, Darla, the eclipse is going on right now.
Yeah, that's why I set the alarm because I want to see the full eclipse.
I mean, it's almost full.
Is it? What
Yeah.
time is it?
It's 2:26.
Oh, okay.
2:26. We're 25 minutes into this. Let me show you a shot of it, guys. This is what we're seeing from Hawaii in the sky. I'm trying to give you a perspective. Just in case it is a sunrise where you are. And it is a blood moon, which is a harbinger. get lost of words sometimes. I'm not freaked out. You shouldn't be freaked out at all either. I'm just kind of tired. But it's a lot to process and to think about because it's rare. It's 150 years since the last time this happened. Now think about that. One should take pause when you're at the precipice of something potentially unique and rare. We had a president give this speech, and this is the sign you get from the Most High. This is the sign. I'm not saying it's all that you'll get either. It could be more. I'm sure there is. William says there's 58 days until Passover. Shannon says she's in Texas and the sun is beginning to rise. Isn't that kind of awesome? Because the moon, I kid you not, is directly overhead for us right now. Arizona, the coyotes are and owls are going off. You think all of nature is crying out for something? In Illinois, and that's how it looks up here. Sign of Jonah. Very good. Incidentally, where is this happening tonight? Does anybody know? Does anybody, Chris, do you have access to Stellarium? See what constellation this is happening in. I'm really behind on what, as I said earlier, on what's happening. Anyone know right offhand? How about that? That's a little more stable. It's in Leo? You're kidding. Leo. Okay, so can anybody tell me the significance of that? If it is in Leo, and I told you, that's pretty incredible. The lion, yes. The Lion of Judah, of course. I have to charge this iPad before I lose you on this as well. So hang with me if you're just joining me now here at Code Searcher. We are live streaming as the lunar eclipse is underway. It's showing we have 21 minutes still to go. I suppose for the total eclipse. I guess that's what that means. So stand by. All right, so the moon is in Cancer. Just come out of Libra. Share something. Okay, girl wants to share something. Okay, girl wants to share something. I'm gonna kind of show you what I'm watching here. Sort of an explanation of what was taking place. All right. Someone wanted to share something. What was that? Trying to catch up on your text here. Um, yeah, someone share, please. Okay, girl, you wanted to share something? Go ahead. Was you standing by for the rest of this eclipse? Everybody's asleep. It's now, if I say yeah, you may freak out. I wouldn't say it's a sign of judgment. I would say it is a sign or a signal, an indicator, a harbinger to a people group, not to an entire, let's say nation. Would be to a niche. I think.
Isn't it interesting who could see it?
Yeah.
Like it's to the people that can see it, right?
Yeah, we are the best place to show that you can see it actually is Hawaii, and that it's showing 5:30 is that can't be right. Are you serious? It's going to be going on for that long?
Yeah.
So it's going to be going. So it's right here above us, darling. How is that possible? How is that possible that we're going to see? It's always in. Blood moons are always in the horizon, right? So how is it we're seeing a blood moon when it's so high up in the sky?
No, I saw it high up in 14 and 15. It was high up.
Because it's the atmosphere that makes it appear red. So if it's so high in the sky, how is it having? So Darla just got a.
It has to be high.
Take a look at that really quick. It's moving fast.
Well, it's going to be there a while.
Really?
Is it here?
It's up high. You gotta look like straight up in the air.
Go outside, huh?
Yeah, you gotta look straight up. All right, so Darla's gonna go check it out. Huh? Caleb, you wanna get up and see the moon? Now we're waking up the daughter. Thanks for joining with Code Searcher and family. Captain Ron says, good morning, Darla. Welcome, wherever you are. We are looking at a lunar eclipse. Tanya Colvin says, blessings to you. Shalom, good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, so let us hear what these guys are saying about the eclipse so far. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Let's just listen to what they're saying here.
Because red, being the color with longest waves, are the ones that are reflected the most. In fact, this is why sunsets look red, even here on Earth. We'll see that low sun, when the sun hits that reflection, it turns red, and the air it's red. Isaac Newton was also.
You already looked at it? Yeah.
White light from the sun is made up of all colors, but each one gets bent different angle when it has to reach perfection. That's what refracting, changing direction. The red changing direction.
Very dark there. Let's go out with Darla then and see what it looks like now. Well, are we going in front?
I go to the back.
Look, she's taking. We got those going. Yeah. Darla,
Yeah.
you're on live stream. Oh, here we are. Look, oh my gosh, it's red, Darla. Look up, it's red. Guys, the moon is turning red. And that is crazy because it's straight up in the air. Oh, wow. Hey, it's completely, it's almost completely eclipsed. I would say is like 3% left. I know you cannot tell. Huh? Yeah. It's like a little toenail left. I know you guys cannot see that in perspective. It's awful. We're literally, within 30 seconds of being a complete eclipse. And it is red, folks. The moon is red. You can hear dogs barking for long ways. And we are in the, we're not in the city, folks. We are in an agricultural area. But you can hear for long ways. The dogs know. Boy, it is the amount of darkness that this projects is insane. You hear those dogs? They sense that there is supposed to be a full moon right now, and it is eclipsed, and all the dogs sense it. It was silent earlier, guys. It was peaceful. You know what? It's not so many frogs either that are chirping. Noticeably different. What do you think about that, Darla?
It's amazing.
Is it red?
Oh, yeah.
Darla says it's red. I know you cannot tell on the camera, guys, but take our word for it. It is a red moon straight up in the air, which is unique. I've always seen them low in the horizon, but that is straight up in the air. A red moon. A harbinger. It's a harbinger. Very incredible times we're living in, folks.
I think Joseph DeMoss said that
Here's my other Elijah. Say hello. Say hello to YouTube. That's my buddy Elijah. He's my best friend in the world here. Elijah. Hello, Elijah. Come on, Elijah. Oh my God. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, it is. Yes, I know now, right? And it will be another 150 years for me to get another chance.
well, it's not the blood moons, it's 150 years.
No, this event. This is a full
Super
super blue blood moon.
And blue just means that there's 2 in the
Two in the-
Gregorian calendar
Right, and this was a long
of
month.
January.
This is so that's why it's a 2 day it's a 2 day full moon is what it is,
So
a
in
blue
order
moon.
to do a blue moon, it has to be on day 1 and basically on day 31. That's how it works. It would have to be on January 1, which it was.
All right, thank you for joining us, guys. Give a thumbs up if you would. Share. We're probably the only ones awake right now in this area. Everybody around here is asleep. I don't think anybody was aware there was a full moon tonight. Nobody was talking about it on the island. In other words,
I just happened to find it yesterday morning. I mean, like I
well,
don't
one
even know what who had to have led me to it. Otherwise, I would. I don't even know how I found it, except for that he showed it
I
to me.
told the viewers earlier that we've been so busy that it just completely slipped any thought of it. But wow, that is amazing how red that is. And it is almost, guys, I wish you could see that completely going into an eclipse. That's insane.
Wow, it's shutting down the
It
light,
is.
isn't it?
We probably got seconds left.
Oh wow.
It's going into a full eclipse. Look how noticeably darker
Yeah,
it is, Darla.
it is. It's noticeably darker.
The, I can't even put it into words. How noticeably darker it went. There's virtually like just a little tiny sliver right now of light left. It's hanging on, and that is almost gone. Thank you for joining us and being with us tonight, or this morning, excuse me, for this amazing full moon slash blood moon slash super moon. We should have been a little more prepared for this with the camera. Incredible.
What camera would you have used?
Well, one of the, you know what camera. Your camera. And not an iPad.
I think Joseph Dumont said that the blood red moon signified war.
Yeah, that's what I've always seen.
Yeah.
In everything that I've read,
Yeah.
it was the same thing. And that's what I was telling the viewers. If you guys can back me up on this, I was telling you for a long time about the 4 blood moons. Let me get my camera. 4 blood moons we had. War was coming. The Siding Spring encounter with Mars, harbinger of destruction, god of war coming together. In 2014, we were talking about this. So here we are with a president who's a saber rattler. He rattles the saber. He doesn't mind going to war. Neither did Cyrus. Cyrus was a conqueror, guys. Cyrus had the sword, and he went and conquered. He lost his head, incidentally. This president is a Cyrus. No question.
So the western half of the United States can see it?
The western half of the United States, for a small period, could see a partial eclipse. For the most part, the Hawaiian Islands and all of Polynesia could see a total eclipse. And then the eastern part of Indonesia's. And, yep, so, wow. That is pretty intense.
So we ask people to sort of submit to it.
Pretty intense. It's already sunrise over on the East Coast, and yet the moon is above. Wow! So now I can get a picture of why there's a red tint to it. It's because the atmosphere is being projected onto it from the east. You see the wheels turning in my head now. I'm trying to get of how this thing is red. It's right above our heads. It's not in the, you see, let's see. You guys, there. I kid you not. That's what it looks like right now. Except this doesn't no justice. This doesn't no justice. It is a brilliant red. Yeah. Well, Cyrus was instrumental in the restoration of the temple, and the Jews that were in exile, guys. Okay, so Judah was in exile for like 70 years, and then they went back. So, can I find any codes what happened today with the blood moons? But there have to be some sort of angle that you search those things out. You don't just pull a rabbit out of your hat, like that kind of thing, right? You need a search term, something that unlocks a matrix. So it has to be something. Could it be something like blood moon, super blood moon 2018, something like that? Yeah, you can absolutely pull something out of there, and more than likely you're going to find something very astounding that the Father has to say very in a prophetic way. No question, he deals and he speaks and he moves in such a way as this, and signs and wonders, and that's how he leads a people. There's a greater exodus coming. People are seeing the signs for it.
And we know that because it's in his word.
That's right. We do know that because it's in his word. Folks, it's very late here. I'm going to end the broadcast. We'll be going for 54 minutes. So, shalom. If my sons are watching this, I love you guys. Happy birthday to my son, Casey. I love you. I miss you so much. And we'll be together one day soon. Shalom, everyone. May Yeshua bless you.